All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So the hype is real behind the OnePlus Open, and I've made several videos about this device, and now here I am following up again because it's been a little bit of time. I've had it since launch, and it has just been a great experience. I'm actually at this point trying to find something that I don't like about it, and I think in the other videos I've pointed out the volume rocker, but that's not something that's really, that major. That's a deterrent for me, but I do feel like the volume rocker should have been in a different spot, but this is where they put it, and so I have to live with it. So that's neither here nor there. It is this great hardware overall. Now, one thing I've been doing is I've been recording a lot of content with this device. I mean, way more than I could possibly imagine I would. And I got to tell you, these cameras for video are great. Now, one thing I do want you to look at here is the way the back is wearing. It is this is like that faux leather. And it actually is wearing like it's some kind of real leather case. I'm happy with that. I'm glad that it's coming across that way, because most of the time when I leave the house, this is not in a case. And honestly, I don't plan on buying a case. It came with a case in the box. I was going to get the OnePlus official case, but I opted not to. So I just decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as is, call it a day, and rock it like this. Now, opening this device up, I have been testing out, I guess I can't say testing at this point. I've been using the video cameras, like I said, a lot. And one thing I've learned is that I really like this preview feature here, because you get a full screen here. You get a big portion of the screen to see yourself in the viewfinder. That is got to be so beautiful there, man. That is just a beautiful setup, and I really like it. As you can see here, I'm using the Bay Pixel 8 Pro with my condenser mic there through Type-C. You see the recording there, and just looking at the camera here, the way it's picking up, that, I mean, it's great. Anyway, the camera settings in here are really good. Now, one function I've been using a lot is video blur. Now, the only drawback from this I've noticed is that you can't do it in 4K. And that's not really a good or a bad thing. It's just a preference. Being able to do the portrait style video in 4K would be really cool, and I think they're going to do it. But after testing a lot of different phones that do portrait video, this one, to me, I like how it's done. I like that they have the f-stop right here, and you can go all the way up to 16, but I don't think anybody's going to do that. A sweet spot for me is 2.5. That is a really good spot. You've seen me do a lot of portrait videos with this one, and if you're on my car channel, I've done plenty of portrait style videos with this phone sitting right here or any other parts of the house. This has just been so good, folks. I cannot stress enough the way they have theirs set up. It's just, I just like it. I just like the way it's done. But again, that only drawback is that, you're limited to, you see it turns off, you're limited to 1080p 30, which is more than enough when you think about it. You can see there it switches up there to 1080p 30. But just regular 4K video, especially 4K 60, has been great. And just here's a video that I shot recently with this device. If you've watched my latest video on my my 6-month update for the LG Gram 17, it was done with this device just sitting right on the table, and just posted up on a tripod, and that's it. No special transitions, just a straight recording and an upload directly to the actual YouTube service. So this is just a good set of cameras, folks. There's not very many phones I think I like to record videos with that are foldables, that have had this kind of impact on me, I guess I want to say. The cameras on this thing, just color accuracy, everything is just right. So I just propped it up on the tripod, and that was it. And I recorded this video. So another thing I really love about this device is this canvas. Now, this is the largest folding screen that I have. It's just under 8, I believe it is. I think this one is 7.8. You can look it up for yourself, but I know it's the biggest one I have. And I love the way the software is now with these large folders. I can actually shrink the folder down. I think that is so sweet because if you don't want to, if you want to have more room, you can shrink the folders down. But the good part about having the folders open like this is you don't have to open the folders to actually get to the content. You just press it and it goes straight in. But when it's in the other form factor, shout out to the Hawks. That's a good shot. She shot that on the OnePlus Open. Wow, I gotta get out back. No moonshot, no filter, no edits. OnePlus Open. Wow, that is amazing. Mm, mm, mm. That's crazy. That is a really good shot. And again, I had no idea that I was going to open up the feed and this would be here. So that is, I got to get out in the back, man. Give me a moonshot. That is crazy. Look at that, folks. I'm going to have to make that one of my wallpapers. Sorry, Hawks, I got to steal your shot. But yeah, man. Also, one thing I learned about this one, you can actually make it disappear by just long pressing on it on the side of it there. But this is a phenomenal shot, man. Oh, wow. That is great. But anyway, yeah, when you get into the folders, you don't have to open the folders. If I shrink that folder down, I'll have to go into the folder to actually get into it. And so that's why I keep them at the extra large folder setting, because I think that's a good look. So the software on here has been very good, man. I haven't had any problems with it. I literally have just been flowing through this and almost looking for something to go wrong, I guess. After something, because I don't want to keep. No, I always find something wrong with the device at some point, and to me, the volume rocker is minor. I have big hands, so I can just do the shuffle up, and I'll go ahead and take care of it. But just there's really not much I can find about this device that I dislike. Cameras are on point. Hawks just proved that with that moonshot. Wow. I'm serious. I got to get out there and try me some moonshots. Speaker quality. This does have spatial audio. So 3 of these are speakers and these vents. And I got to tell you, I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed. You got an IR blaster up there. I just, there is not much that I dislike about this device. Now, currently what I did was I went on ahead and activated a line on T-Mobile. And I have a US Mobile SIM card incoming, so I can transfer that service over to this one, because my US Mobile line is actually on my other Pixel 8 Pro. I have US Mobile on here, so they have a new service now for $10. For $10 you get unlimited talk and text and 2 gigs of data. So that's pretty sweet. So this is where my other line is. So what I'm going to do is use both US Mobile and T-Mobile on this phone right here, and this one has my smaller Pixel 8 has my Google Fi service. So pretty impressed, man. I'm trying all those different networks too with the device. So I'll be doing Visible with this one, and I'll be doing US Mobile with this one, and T-Mobile with this one. So we'll see how that actually works out. I already know that Google Fi works with it, so that's not really an issue. It's the other services, the Verizon network services, and a lot of you guys have already confirmed through networks that it does work. You just have to pop a physical SIM in there, and that's it. Oh, and also someone also said they can email me the QR code so that I can download the eSIM that way, and I'll try either way. But either way, it's gonna have a physical SIM card for US Mobile and a physical SIM card I'll swap out with my Visible line. It's just that my Visible line is my main SIM card, and it's on this device right here, the iPhone 15 Pro. So yeah, network and everything. Everything is good on here, man. Battery life, whoa. If you're looking for a foldable with good battery life, look no further. Look no further. In the previous video, I pointed out about the bezels being the matte around there. I'm this close to putting on a matte screen protector, but I'm sure if I take this one off, it voids the warranty. So I guess I have to hold off on that or put one over it. I'm not sure how I want to do that, but I do like the matte border because I do like the stainless steel, the brushed aluminum along the sides. It looks like the titanium setup. So this is really sweet, man. The squared off roundness of this device is just, I don't know, I can't put it into words. I think if you decide to pick this up and you have the money for it, you're going to be really impressed. Now, the green one, it weighs a little bit more because it has the glass back. This does not have the glass back, so that's something that you should consider as well. But again, folks, this video is just another follow-up, man. I've mentioned this phone so much in conversations about the phone of the year for me, and some people say, "Well, how could you do that? It just got released." Well, easy. I mean, this phone is checking a lot of boxes quickly, and they timed it just right around the holidays to where it's not coming in too late, but it's coming in at the right time. They had great trade-in deals. This phone cost me $1,000 out the door, $1,079, but I also got a set of their Buds Pro that I need to get into a review on those for you, because I haven't even cracked the seal on them yet. I was not really interested in those because I still have the other OnePlus Buds that I was using, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna crack the seal on those. I thought about just selling them, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my gift from OnePlus with this very expensive device. Now, without any kind of trade-ins, that's another drawback. Even with a trade-in, it might be a drawback that some people might say, Jay, that's kind of expensive, is the price. This phone is, but it is the most affordable foldable, like with nothing MSRP. This is the lowest price I think it is, $16.99 without any incentives or anything. So it does come in at the lowest one as far as this tablet style. This is the lowest priced foldable that you can get if it's just no discounts, no sales, no incentives. This is it. And ironically enough, this one has 512 gigs of storage. It has the most RAM. There's only one option for that, but still, isn't that enough? Like, do we really need a terabyte version to come in at $2,000 or $1,900 or whatever they probably would price it at? I think OnePlus did everything right with this one. The design is very nice. Some people have some reserves about this big camera bump, but I mean, that big camera bump is pumping out some quality footage and quality photos, so I don't have many complaints there. The features and options on here was OnePlus software. Now that is something that I'm still not a fan of, but I've gotten used to it, is having, you know, the 4 across. I just decided to dump things in the folder, and that suits me well. I'm fine with that. But features and options, it's a OnePlus, and so you know, they're known for, you know, bringing a software that you can pretty much customize how you want. The screen on here is just as lovely as it could be. I've already demoed how beautiful it is, how bright it gets, everything. They just checked every box. Performance is great, cameras is great, software is great, battery is great. If I just had to complain, it's going to be the price, because not everyone can afford this device. It's not on carriers from what I understand in the US, so, you know, you're going to have to kick out the cash. And that's what you're gonna have to do if you really want to play in this league right here. And this is expensive. I'm not downplaying just because of all the trade-ins and all that stuff. Or if there were no sales, like when I got my Pixel Fold, there's nothing. You just buy it. I paid a lot of money for this device. I still like it. I just like this better. I mean, this is just the ultimate. This is just like the perfect setup. Okay, I'll get my Z Fold 5. Of all these devices, this one is cut just right. It's not too tall. It's not too skinny. It's not too short. It's not too wide. It's just right in the center. It's just right there. This is like the OnePlus knew what they were doing, and they scoped out the competition, and they did it just right. Even the price is right. Seriously. I mean, this device right here is $400 off of Black Friday. This one's always on sale. The reason the Samsungs stay on sale is because Samsung just kicks out a device, and it starts off at a disadvantage, I guess, because it has so many trade-ins. So the resale on them is not very good because no one is paying full cost for them. Samsung's giving you a lot of money for their old phones just to get you to keep buying from them. They're willing to take that loss. But another great foldable from Samsung. And yes, folks, this is still one of my favorites. Just a phenomenal device. I'll never get rid of this. And I still use it from time to time. But OnePlus scoped out the competition. They waited when to strike, and they did it right. Period. This is just a good phone. this part right here where it rests. I was watching Gigi's video and she put the kickstand on there, and I can see why she did that. It's a good thing for those who have smaller hands too, or you just want to prop your device up. Because the OnePlus case that they're selling, I believe it has that kickstand on there. But folks, you can buy a kickstand and put it onto any case. So yeah, I have larger hands, so I'm cool with it. I really like it. Sometimes I just hold it like this and cover up the camera module, and then I will clean the camera module off before I get ready to use it. But folks, this phone is so lightweight in comparison to the other ones too. The fight and argument is going to be, some of you guys say the obvious, which I know it already. It's personal preference for the software. It's personal preference for everything. It's personal preference for the hardware. It's all about what a person likes. But I have them all, and I'm comparing these devices for the people out there that are a little indecisive and they don't have them all, nor would they want to buy them all. They're not willing to waste their money on buying a whole bunch of devices just to return the ones that they don't like. They're not willing to do that. And I get it, respectfully. But I'm telling you, of all these devices, this one, it just hits different. It's so good. And I can't wait to use this on my main phone number. Like I said, unfortunately, my main phone number is actually over here on my iPhone 15 Pro. So I'm pretty much carrying these two phones right now, and then I'll rotate one of the other ones. These three are just getting rotated pretty much alongside of this one. And there has been a time where I walked out of the house with these three and left Big Boy at home. But overall, yes, I really love this case. You can see I bought it for all of them. But overall, man, this device right here has proven to me that it is hitting in the big leagues for a reason. I've always respected OnePlus's phones. I purchased them all. The OnePlus 12 is coming. It's going to be a hit more than likely, but it's not going to hit hard like this, I think. Like, this is the wow and ooh and ah that OnePlus needed, because I like OnePlus phones. Super smooth, buttery software, but they're just kind of blah after a while, and you just get used to it, and then you don't even, there's nothing exciting about it. For me, that is. But with this phone here, that hinge just snaps into place, and it's just proven to me that it is in a class of its own. There it is. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Wow, a discussion follow-up. OnePlus, man, they came with it. I'm gonna need some bread. I'm gonna need a check or something after a while, because I'm helping y'all sell this phone like crazy, probably. Now, it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. What do you love about your OnePlus Open, and what do you dislike about your OnePlus Open? I recommend this one highly, and I can't wait to show you the devices that I picked for the best of 2023. Stay locked.